This is The Haunted Moon. On tonight's episode, we'll be discussing the legend of Bigfoot, arguably America's most legendary creature. Did you know there have been reported sightings of Bigfoot or a Bigfoot-like creature in every U.S. state except Hawaii? But legends of a wild man or a man-like creature stretch all around the world. Bigfoot is an ape-like creature of North American folklore who walks upright and lives in the wilderness. Claims of witnessing the creature go way back. In the 1800s, missionaries accounted tales of large, hairy, human-like creatures. Some say accounts go back much earlier to 986 AD, when Leif Erikson wrote about encounters with something described basically as huge men that were horribly ugly, hairy, swarthy, and with great black eyes. His people named them Skelring, and it has been associated by many that the Skelring they encountered were likely what is known today as Bigfoot. However, others argue that the description is misunderstood, that it was not describing some creature, but rather some humans, and that is at least as likely of a scenario. But what about other similar tales from the past? For instance, there's one such tale from even earlier on that says in 840 AD, the Archbishop of Lyons spoke of giant people of the forest and mountains. Could he have been referring to what is now known as Bigfoot? Also, there is evidence that a man named Abbot Ralph wrote of a strange monster's body being found in 1205. Apparently, the creature was the victim of a lightning storm. There are numerous recent claims of Bigfoot sightings, as well as claims to have found, and in some cases even cast, the footprints of the elusive Bigfoot. A quick Google search will produce several photographs of footprint casts being held by those who believe the footprints belong to Bigfoot. But so what, right? They could be of a large bear, or even faked. But what if you think about it from a scientific point of view? What if you could have those footprints examined the same way a set of footprints might be if found at a crime scene? Would that change things? Many enthusiasts are hoping that modern scientific tactics just like that will soon prove the existence of Bigfoot. A piece of suspected Bigfoot hair was even investigated by the FBI. Yes, for real. At least they analyzed some hairs sent in by a Peter Byrne of the Bigfoot Information Center and Exhibition, as an exception outside of their routine. In the end, it was determined that the hairs belonged to a deer. But not all investigated claims have been so conclusively negative. There is at least one forensic specialist who has said he has been convinced that Bigfoot is real by examining the available evidence in the form of cast footprints. A crime scene investigator from Texas whose specialty happens to be in finger and footprints. He examined over 100 supposed Bigfoot casts before coming to this conclusion. But thousands of individuals seeing something strange in the forest and a handful of experts weighing in is by far not the stopping point when it comes to the wonder of Bigfoot. Bigfoot has several museums and research centers surrounding the legend, like the Bigfoot Museum and Research Center in Hastings, Nebraska, the Bigfoot Discovery Museum in Felton, California, the North American Bigfoot Center in Boring, Oregon, Willow Creek China Flat Bigfoot Museum in Willow Creek, California, Expedition Bigfoot in Georgia, and I could go on, but you get the picture. Besides those, there are numerous enthusiast groups. Some even do investigating on their own as well. Like a group founded in 2013 called the Carolina Cryptid Crew that investigates reports of Bigfoot in Carolina, where there are over 18 million acres of woodland, as well as in nearby areas. But how likely is it that a new species would be discovered in this day and age anyway? Well, in the not-so-far-back year of 1997, a new species of great ape, the Tapanuli orangutan, was discovered. Males of that species are around 5 feet. And even more recently, in 2003, scientists discovered another rather large primate, the kipunji, in southwestern Tanzania, a place with a population at the time of around 37 million. And an article from the National Geographic titled 86% of Earth species still unknown, published in 2011, says that, quote, scientists have cataloged less than 15% of species now alive, end quote. So maybe it's not that far-fetched after all. But whether you're a skeptic, an enthusiast, or fall somewhere in between, you have to admit the legend of Bigfoot is here to stay. Drop a comment with where you stand.